doesn't hurt me. You wanna feel how it feels. You wanna know that it doesn't hurt me. You wanna hear about the deal I'm making. You and me. And if I only could make a deal with God, get him to swap our places, be running up that road, be running up.
Alright, good Tuesday evening, everybody. Let's take a look at those current conditions outside of the United States. You can see a rotating storm down there in Florida. That is Tropical Depression 5. We'll get to that at the end of the video. But you can see in the northeast we have a cold front that's pushing from north to south that will likely bring some rain, as you can see on the satellite and radar. Some rain is filtering in. An MCS, a mesoscale convective system, is forming, which is almost like an eye forming on the radar in Maine, all associated with a cold front that is moving through the area. You can see temperatures, dew points behind the front are in the 60s and 50s. Temperatures are in the same area, 70s and 60s. As you can see around the United States, they are in the 80s and 70s in the Northeast. Temperatures are in the 100s in the Midwest and in the West. But really, down there in Florida, they're in the 80s and 70s. You could see currently in the Northeast, they're in the 70s and 80s. Once again, mid-Atlantic around 90 degrees. So, front is moving through, doing a little bit of damage, but it should really not do as much damage than the one that we're going to expect tomorrow. You can see dew points are going into the 60s and 70s in front of the front. Behind the front, they're in the 60s and 50s, so that should cool things off just a little bit. I'm not expecting a whole lot, but let's take a look at the current SPC forecast outlook. You can see a slight risk is in effect for northern New England. You could see some strong storms are moving through there currently. We have a tornado watch in effect for parts of the Midwest, and we have a couple of wind reports out of Maine as well today. So let's take a look at that forecast over the course of the next couple of days. Tuesday, jet stream moves up. This is what we saw, hot and humid air. But more comfortable air is to the north. Spotty showers and thunderstorms developed with an approaching cold front. Forecast lows for tonight are going into the 60s and 70s once again. Wednesday, the cold front pushes through once again from north to south. High pressure builds. This will create a very nice, cool, low humidity, pleasant temperature. The warm temperatures will be held at bay to the south of us, which is a very good thing. This cold front, once it pushes through, will decrease the storm chances and decrease the dew points and the temperatures. You can see tomorrow's highs going into the lower 80s. You can see tomorrow's lows going into the 50s, 40s up there in northern New England, 60s around Cape Cod. So a lot is going on out there. Thursday clash, dry and pleasant in northern New England. Unsettled zone to the south of us. High pressure moves offshore late week. Jet stream is still to the south of us. But we still have that risk of some showers and thunderstorms in western New York. Let's take a look at that 48-hour forecast right now. Around 2 a.m. Wednesday, a possible spotty shower. 2 p.m. Chances increase just a little bit throughout the day tomorrow and on Thursday. Let's take a look at the models right now. Let's take a look at the NAM. Let's see what that is saying. Spotty shower Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but that is a very low chance. Take a look at the Canadian model. It's not picking up on any rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sunday is the next weather maker and into Monday. So we're going to have to watch this very closely. Current NAM model, you can see really nothing out there. You could take a look at the preset model. You could see northern New England will be the target, and in Southern New England and New York, you can see around 1 to 2 inches. Northern New England around 1.5 to 2.5 inches. Take a look at the NAM temperatures. They're going to be in the 80s and 70s for this end of the week. And now let's take a look at the tropics. Tropical Depression 5 has formed out there in the Gulf of Mexico. That is why we have that circulation on the radar. 60% chance is in the red area and a 10% chance for tropical formation in the next 48 hours. So winds are at 35 miles per hour, pressures at 1007, moving northwest at 6 miles per hour. So we got a new site, guys, northeastweather.net. So check that out, northeastweather.net. Really we're going to be covering Northeast weather instead of just Connecticut weather, so stay tuned for that. Graphic outlines are being made currently, and we'll release them on Twitter as soon as we get those at WX Media. Have a great day, everybody.